to my channel. So for today's video I'm basically going to be doing a story time about my piercings, so let's go into the video. Okay, so about like an hour ago or something I just got my conch done, so this is what it looks like. I'll put another picture on just to show you it close up, but yeah, so I got my conch pierced and I've wanted it done for a while. Like, it's probably my favourite piercings. Like, I would have a conch over any other piercing. So I got that done. I'm really happy about that. But let's get into the story about my Helix piercing, which is up here, but you can't see it because it's not actually there. So I got it done in August on holiday by a really good piercer actually, and it was straight, it was fine. And then we got home and I had to go to the orthodontist and do like impressions, and basically you have to do an x-ray for them. And for the x-ray you're not allowed piercings in because it like frazzles with the like x-ray picture. So I had to take it out, and the only person I had there was my dad, and he took it out, the Helix, and then he had it in his hand, and obviously that's really dirty. Put it in his pocket, we're touching it, obviously that's not sanitary. And then he tried to put it back in my ear, and then he couldn't. And then we got in the car and we were gonna try and do it later, like when we got home or something. And while I was eating my lunch, my dad picked it up from the car where it was and dropped it. And then I was like, "Are you being serious? You just dropped the piercing?" And then we had to go home. Well, actually no, I had to go to school because it was during school that I was having this dentist appointment. And then I came home and he was like, he took the whole seats out of the car trying to look for this piercing. I still couldn't find it. So my mum ordered one on, no, she put one like butterfly back for your lobes, which is obviously really thin. She put that in my ear and it really hurt, and it wasn't very long. So that didn't really work, but she ordered some ones from eBay, obviously not the best quality, they're like £3. So like titanium labrets. And then we put them in and it was okay, and then it started to form a bump. So it was really little at first and I didn't really know what piercing bumps were. At first I thought it was a keloid, and then I like researched it and found out it wasn't actually a keloid. It was just, it's called like a hypertrophic scar or something like that. But basically a piercing bump. And then it was really little, and then I kept sleeping on it, which was really bad. Like after the first like 2 weeks of getting it pierced, I started sleeping on it, and I tried really hard not to, but this was just my really comfy side to sleep on, and I kept sleeping on it and it tilted a bit. And then because it was tilted, it was putting pressure on the back, and then the bump was forming even more to like heal up the piercing. And because of the bump, the bump was underneath the ball, the piercing. The bump was tilting it up, so it was just causing effects on each other, if that makes sense. And then it got really bad, and the bump got even bigger and bigger, and I didn't have any like saline solution stuff. And so what I tried to do is got like table salt and made like a water paste thing, which now I'm looking back, I'm like, oh, I did that. But I used to just basically get it and like put it on my ear, on the bump, and then let it dry, and then in the morning just wash it off. And then it kind of worked. The bump got a little less inflamed and irritated, but then the bump just kept coming back and coming back. So I asked my mum if we could go to a piercer a bit closer to us, who the guy who pierced my Helix recommended to us, because I think they're like friends or something. By the way, I got it pierced in like Sussex, and I don't live anywhere near there, so it's not very local. But basically I downsized it too early and I was messing about with it and it was getting really irritated. So I went to the piercer and she put a disc on it to basically flatten the bump, and that worked. The bump was gone, but the tilt was still there, so she put one on the back, a disc on the back, to kind of like level it out a little bit. But then the bump, once you took the front disc off, the bump came back like within like a week or two, and then the tilt wasn't going, so last weekend I was like, nah, this is not gonna work. I don't want to keep trying if it's just gonna be a waste of time and effort and money. So I took it out and it's healed up nice now. It's got a little like black scab on it, but it should be fine. I might get that repierced because I really liked it, and I don't know, I miss having it. My ear feels like naked without it. But yeah, I took it out because it was really annoying me and I just wanted it gone at that point. And then yeah, so today I got my conch pierced and I absolutely love it. I got it pierced with this oh, I didn't even realise you could see that. So there's this website called Neometal for piercings, and a lot of piercers use that as like a wholesale, and that's where it's from. It's like a it's called like a flower CZ. It's just the plain one because you can get different colours, but I just got a plain one because I really like kind of silver jewellery. I'm not really a gold jewellery person, but yeah, I got that and I really like it because what I could have done is got my Helix re-pierced on this side, but then I was like, like I feel like this ear, it just doesn't feel natural having any piercing on it. Like I'd rather just keep this ear naked and then just like have this done, if that makes sense. Like it just felt right having it on this ear, so I didn't want to do that. And obviously I really wanted a conch for a while, so I was like, could I maybe get a different piercing? To my mum, could I get a different piercing instead of getting my Helix re-pierced? And she was like, yeah, we can ask her if that's fine. And she was like, yeah, all you need to do is bring your birth certificate, ID, stuff like that. And yeah, I got it pierced today. So now I'm going to go on to talking about conch piercings, pain and stuff like that. So it didn't actually hurt that much. Like when I got my Helix pierced, it was just like a really tight pinch, and then it was throbbing quite a lot after, actually, like after I got it done. But this conch, I got it done an hour ago and I can't even feel it. Like it's not throbbing, it's not stinging or anything, and it didn't even hurt that much. It was just like a sudden like pain, ache kind of thing, stinginess, and then it just went away really fast when she put the jewellery in. There's a mirror like that, that's why I keep looking. But yeah, I'm absolutely in love with it, and I just love it. I'm so happy I got it done, and I'm not allowed it for school though, which is kind of bad, but it's fine. I'll just like hide it with my hair. But in like 2 weeks time I get like a week off school, which is good because I'll wear my hair up like every day and just let it like air out. And I also, from the piercer, I got this to clean it with, so I'm going to be doing that twice a day so it doesn't get crusty, and I'm not gonna like touch it. I've got a travel pillow, if you know what one of those looks like. It's just like a round pillow and you sleep on it like this and the ear is like out, so I'm not gonna be sleeping on it. I'm not gonna touch it, I'm just gonna leave it. So with the spray, what I do is spray on the piercing on the front and back, and then just get a hairdryer, put it on cold heat and spray off the wetness, because if it's moist it like creates bacteria. So yeah, I'm not a professional or anything, but they're just some tips. So obviously I'm not saying don't get Helix, because they're really nice and pretty. I just obviously had a bad experience with them. So if you want to get a Helix and a conch, go for it. I might do a little update on my conch, like once it's started to heal a bit, like maybe in a month or something. I'll do a little update. But yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to wear a ring with this conch. But now looking at it, I don't even want a ring in it, I just love the stud. But yeah, I'm going to get it downsized as well, because also make sure to downsize your piercings as well, because if you've got a piercing bump, it's best to make sure it's the right size, and also don't put a hoop in it. I thought to put a hoop in it would be better because it would be thin and it wouldn't like be touching the bump as much, but apparently that's worse because the hoops like move a lot and like rub. So yeah, that's just some advice. Like, this is professional advice as well, like, I'm not just making it up, this is like actual. because I've researched it a little bit. But yeah, a piercing bump is more like red than like a keloid is like really big and like usually the same colour. And yeah, so I'm glad it wasn't a keloid because it wouldn't have gone away. But yeah, I'm really happy with my conch. I don't know if I'll put some pictures up now or on my thumbnail. But yeah, that was like a little story time. It's nice to actually come back on YouTube again and have a little chat with you all. So yeah, if you're thinking about getting a piercing, just go get it. Like, don't do it yourself because that can be quite dangerous and you don't want to like have anything go wrong. So I recommend just go to the piercing shop, get a piercing, get some nice jewellery or just any jewellery that you want, and yeah, this is your sign basically. And just because you've heard my bad horror story don't mean that will happen to yours, and even if it does, it's not the end of the world. Like, I mean, so it can be for some people because their ear can like get completely like misshaped and stuff, but I was quite lucky with mine. But if yours gets like a bump on it, honestly just take it out because otherwise you're just going to spend too much time and money on it. And yeah, so that's the video. Thank you all for watching and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.